Hello, traders. Welcome to the Power Hour stream. On Tuesday, we have some price action that warrants this early stream. And it wouldn't be Bitcoin, really. Bitcoin they did hit $120,000 a little while ago, but, you know, just still floating below that really psychological level that we know it's real. And you can see from July 14th all the way to July 28th, you know, a bunch of candle closes right at or below that 120 level. We've actually only had one daily candle close above 120,000. I mean, where Bitcoin is priced right now, we got 4 hours and 50 minutes until the daily close, so we could very well make history today, just depending on what happens, but I'm poised for it. But yeah, who cares about what Bitcoin's doing, up 0.64%? It is Ethereum. It's the index funds. It's the NASDAQ and the Spider making fresh all-time highs. It is Meta up 3% all-time highs. It is Google multi-month highs. Tesla recovering, Nvidia recovering, Microsoft having a rally today. Yeah, we just got a lot of animal spirits still here when we're like getting into mid-August, which is one of your choppiest months of the year. The only chop we saw was on day 1 and 2, right? The dump into pump, and then the pump has continued. And this is kind of the story of the show right here. Ethereum seeing its highest price since early December 2021, and just being real, there's nothing here till minimum 4,783. So this is an ongoing major breakout happening on the daily today. It's a bullish 4-bar, right? Yeah, bullish 4-bar play going on. So that is your target area, the 4,800 to all-time highs. If you break all-time highs, it's a very simple, you guessed it, $5,000 target. So rejoice in this glorious situation. It's the weekly though. Weekly is more important than daily. It's been this way. It was, you know, wow, reversed immediately. That 20 1.58% candle last week, immediately catching follow through in the first couple of days of trading, and you can just see it, man. There's just really not much left. We're running out of resistances, which is incredible.
How does the BTC chart look? Is it a good short-term trade?
Oh, Mark at 13, thanks for the 21, dude. Well, we look at the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart like daily. I was going to go to it literally right after this, so you didn't have to contribute for that, but I really do appreciate the support, man. So if you want to look at something else that wouldn't have been looked at normally, just type it out a couple times, make sure I don't miss it. But yeah, we'll go to that. I tend to use the Ethereum, the Bitcoin paired charts. If there's some sort of impending reversal or there has already been a trend reversal or something like that, and I think I've tried to do a decent job trying to articulate to you what's been going on with Ethereum paired against Bitcoin. Where like something that hasn't happened in years is going on with the trend reversal, the higher highs, higher lows consecutively. I mean, the day we made a higher high, I was here live talking about that huge event that occurred that pretty much reversed the trend. So we had a target, and I tend to utilize I utilize the Bitcoin pairings to try to gauge my, let's just say that Solana to the US dollar looked pretty good. Like there was a good technical setup for, easy to construct a trading plan with, minimal losses. If it failed, it was correlating positively to key level. It did do that recently, right? Then I might go to the Solana paired against Bitcoin chart. And then I would like to see if there was some sort of good setup there where it's like, there's bullish divergence. It looks like sellers are exhausted there. Buyers are defending a key support on that chart. I would then use that chart to reinforce my argument on the other chart, the US dollar pairing, to take a trade. So like if, hey, the stars are aligning on the US dollar pairing, and then you look at the BTC pair and it also looks really good, that is just another variable that increases your probability that Solana would be almost imminently outperforming Bitcoin, at least in the short term. So that's how I use the Bitcoin pairings. I'm not like trading Bitcoin paired against Ethereum or Ethereum paired against Bitcoin. So anyway, this is incredible. This is like why I'm live for the most part. This is everything. This is all your altcoins. Your ERC20 tokens are gonna probably catch some. They're gonna be major beneficiaries of this breakout unfolding going on today. It started last week with the initial breakout of the candle close, but now it's different because the whole zone's being broken today. Amazing. Okay, hype in the chat. Let's freaking go, dude. And it all started, right? It didn't start. It all continued. Again, all I try to do is articulate price action, correlation to levels. We watched it August 4th, 5th, and 6th. The recapturing, the reconfirmation, the arrow pointed, the pings, the streams, 7% to 15% upside. Now we're breaking that upside potential level, and now it's the $4,800+ level, 4,700 and change. Okay, so that you still, from where you are right now, if they want to do it, like you still got another almost 8% upside just to go see the next resistance. It's pretty wild. So there we go, man. That's TA respect like crazy. I think you would agree if you've been watching the streams. Okay, Ethereum to Bitcoin. Just to see it because it broke the channel supply line. It's been nonstop, man. And crazy. Yeah, right. The trend. Oops, wrong chart. There you go. The trend reverse, man. The low, the high, the higher low, then the higher high. The trend reversal event occurring in mid-July, and then the higher high topped out, then the rectangle. Now we're breaking 3.3 million Satoshis. It's a big level. And there's just really not much of anything here till 4 million Satoshis, if not 3.96 million sats. So you still have upside here. So this would imply, like, if they're just going to run it to the next major resistance, it would imply that Ethereum will continue to outperform Bitcoin for another maybe 7%. And I could certainly understand why, because we're witnessing an actual breakout on the US dollar pairing to a multi-year resistance, right? That's happening. So 7% upside to the next resistance to the US dollar pairing, and it's almost equal to 4 million sats. Kind of lines up perfectly. So you cannot be surprised if Ethereum continues to outperform leading into its all-time high test, I guess, right? Highest price, highest level seen on Ethereum paired against Bitcoin today since December 17th. So we're at the highs of 2025. Okay. Hope that helped. I don't know if he's in here still. Oh, it's Crypto Hoarder. He members. I remember, dudes. What's up, chat? Oh my God, Man Bear Pig's here too, dude.
I have some evidence Man Bear Pig could be in this area.
Sweet, dude. Sweet stuff. Let's go to some other cryptos. Let's in fact go to Solana, up over 8% now, and it's so crazy to see. Again, me going live, when I do, I really do the best I can to try to just talk about levels, and the discussion we were having on the 5th and the 6th, where these major altcoins, these major cryptos, were showing us positive price action correlation to key levels. It was on Ethereum, it was on Solana, it was on XRP, and it was on Binance Coin, on all of them. And this is, that is history. And here we are going to approach the next key level, 190 to 198. If you break that, it's 216, and then 260 after that. Then I guess 296. But this is probably, we look at the weekly on this one. We know Solana, it's a dragon pattern, chat. I mean, you're probably going eventually to go test the old all-time highs from 2021 and last year. So it's a dragon. It's a spring back test of spring. And that's it. Okay, it's the weekly, so it's going to take time. But eventually the consequences of sellers breaking and violating a key support, then them being able to do literally nothing, then buyers immediately recapturing the levels, and then them reconfirming it as support, typically has extreme consequences. So we're just watching the beginning stages of that consequence play out, okay? So yeah, probably a test with $200 coming on the weekly again, and they break that 216. Yeah, they break that 250 plus. Okay, so having a really good day. Solana. Bitcoin doesn't have to do much of anything in this environment, okay? It just doesn't. One thing we've been monitoring is that Bitcoin dominance chart that looked not good. It was starting to look bad. There was confirmation of less than before. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, this is good stuff, okay? So, past couple days, we've had a rally. It was a 1% rally, 1.4% in 2 days. So to see in a level be kind of defended, to see that be rejected, or to see that fall on deaf ears of the market, like today, we're down 1.46%. That's kind of, to me, proving that it's over for Bitcoin dominance. Like that's a huge sign of weakness. I mean, they couldn't even go test the flag, couldn't even think about going to test 61.55%. And now, just a couple days after bearish, like with a bearish confirmation candle, like that August 9th low on the close, broke support, then they recovered, and now it's immediately back below it. That's a great sign for altcoins. There's a lot of downside here, chat. Lots of downside potential. IMO, like, if you just, again, these levels are not my opinion, it's just where they are. Look at this. Support, resistance. Resistance, resistance. To break that, historically, most of the time, you're going a lot lower. I mean, maybe 57% if things are really strong for Bitcoin dominance, but dude, below that, you might be going to, I'm just going to say like 50, 57 first. Let's just go one at a time, but this could be the end. This could be the conclusion, and it ended with a bearish butterfly, 1618 butterfly, and now it is continuing with a bear pole bear flag. Measure move of the bear pole bear flag is probably taking you to the 57s. So that's incredible. That's where you think, okay, Bitcoin's like up, maybe it's 120, maybe it's 125, maybe it's even at all-time highs, but Ethereum's at all-time highs too. BNB's at all-time highs. XRP's probably at all-time highs. Solana's getting there. It's probably not there yet, but it's It's doing well. So this is a good chart if you're an altcoin lover. Okay, good stuff. We were here at the very genesis of this whole run, like with a magnifying glass, with textbooks out, okay? Like Gandalf at Minas Tirith, trying to read up, is this the ring? We were here, man.
First positive momentum on monthly since June 2020. Mind blown emoji.
What's up, 40 Traveler? Thanks for the 5. Dang, dude. Well, there you go. That's huge. That's another thing. It's like, wow, just throw it in the basket of already good things happening for Ethereum. Yeah, so we witnessed the genesis to the possible conclusion, and now we're witnessing the commencement of the conclusion, I guess you could say, because it's over, and now we're going to watch it continue to be over, the Bitcoin dominance, for maybe a little while, which is great for Ethereum and all these coins, okay? This is kind of no surprise, right? Looking at others, looking at Total 2, others, look at this, dude, like others. It's incredible. It's just like your weight. I mean, you got a good upside, 3.5, 3.66 billion. I mean, that's your target here after this beautiful M shape above the 200 moving average. Even a back test the 200 moving average as support somehow. You're above like this overhead resistance from April, May of 2024, and even May of 2025. You're above that now, so that's like really good. Here's your low, here's your high, here's your higher low, here's your higher high, here's your higher low than previous low. Whoa, that's trend reversal behavior. All right. So, yeah, just real quick, just for the sake of that contribution, Ethereum paired against Bitcoin on the monthly, on the MACD histogram, my mother of God. All right, y'all know the GIF? The Michael Scott gift. Oh my God, it's happening. Look, this is crazy. 40 Traveler, you're a madman. Okay, look at this. It has been negative momentum on Ethereum paired against Bitcoin for how long? 1,187 effing days. This has to be the beginning. Mother, that's crazy. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, make of that what you will. It all started with the M shape. It's the reaction. We got the bullish bat, Gartley. I think it's a bat, right? I know it's got Carney Software. I picked this up. I think I have it on the other chart. But there, dude, it was just there. It's like literally there. It fell below it a little bit, but dude, it's gorgeous. And aggressive harmonic traders thinking 7.7 million sats. That means Ethereum's at like $10,000 or something stupid, probably. Okay, nice contribution stream, dude. Anyway, so look at Solana, look at Ethereum, look at Bitcoin. We didn't look at BNB yet. We didn't look at XRP either. BNB, beautiful daily. Oh my God, it's up 3.23%, bullish engulfing candle. If it closes now or higher, it'd be the second highest daily candle close ever, second to the all-time high candle from July 27th, very recently. But if things get nuts in the next 4 hours, 34 minutes, we might see an all-time high close. So this is just spectacular strength on BNB, and we didn't even care about the daily because the weekly was so unreal, right? Like ascending triangle stuff. Look, they're going up to that 1272 again, testing it. You break that, you got a $900 target, a $1,000 target, simple as. Look at this freaking RSI. The RSI on the weekly on BNB is insane, right? The bullish control zone threshold was like defended by buyers, and now you're just sitting at 65 on the RSI. It's incredible. This is so good. Like alt season. This is real alt season stuff. Not even one of these today, so.
Hype in the chat!
If you're not pleased I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to say if you are not pleased about the current market conditions. XRP. No worries on this one. Waiting for 340 to get broken. Once they break that, I think we're probably going to run to 388. Who dareth ping thee during stream? Just kidding. Yeah, so this one daily looks okay, man. So it's like 4.28%, but I think it's gonna have its own day again. And I think if we can break 340, we're probably going to price discovery. All right. Weekly, it would be really nice to break this, dude. Like the fact of like 340's there, you know, back in January, and then we up thrusted through it and kind of tweezer topped and sold off. And the fact that we're getting close, and if we break it like soon, like, yeah, this thing's gonna have its days where it's gonna be on the thumbnail. It's gonna be, oh my god, the XRP Alcob stream, let's go, dude. Very good. So those are your bigger cryptos, man. Look at Doge 2 up 6%, just about, going for bullish engulfing. Oh my goodness, man, that is crazy. So they back tested the breakout of the 2025 downtrend, and now they have recaptured 20. It's starting to do what the bigger coins did before these runs. Ethereum recapturing, reconfirmation. Solana recapture, reconfirmation. BNB recapture, reconfirmation. XRP recapture, reconfirmation. Here it is on Dogecoin. 22 cents is virtually everything on this chart that matters. Okay, you go to the weekly, daily. It's candle close from March 2024. This is it.
Trump coin type 2 return complete. Cheers.
Yeah, it is anonymous. We'll look at it, of course, but appreciate the 2444. Oh God, is LAC earnings today? Yeah, dude, that thing swings 5-7% a day, and with earnings coming up, dude, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's gonna make or break the whole harmonic framework, probably. So please understand, this is a major development unfolding on Dogecoin, your favorite scam coin. 22 cents being confirmed as support, and the consequences would be back to 26, 28 cents. All right, long term, we're waiting on 50 cents, 48 cents, but that might take 6 months. I don't know how long it'll take. Okay, active long-term trade setup, position trade. Okay, so yes, all these cryptos are doing things. Remember, Cardano had a back test of the level. We're like, man, we really like to see the 64 to 68 cents. It got it. It got the test, man. What do you want? Now we have the first higher low of 2025 on Cardano. You can't believe it. And now they're going for another test of the supply line of this 2025 downtrend. You break that, then you're going to have to break 91 cents. You break 91 cents, I think the whole trend's reversing, okay, or re-reversing. It's kind of like longer-term uptrend now, but in the short term, I think a trend reversal is in order above 92 cents.
Sup Mitch, feels like a decade since I requested an altcoin, but super used on Binance looks good, right?
I don't know, Rob. We'll look at Supercoin. Dude, it's Supercoin. Like, it's really super. And the team have super hearts. Yeah, we'll look at it, man. Thank you. So just trying to look at some of these. I mean, you can request a coin, but none are going to look like Frogcoin. This is the one. I mean, I know it's still like, you know, yesterday, what's crazy about yesterday, it was the first test of the 200-day simple moving average in history. Because it's such a newer coin. You know, you can see the 200 began it had enough data February 15th, and we've just never seen it until yesterday, and now today. Another test, and you thought it was going to do it, then it was rejecting it. Oh, it's all over, and now we're so bad, bullish bamboozle. So you're just waiting on this last resistance of like 6 cents to break. You break it, it's just going to be a run to 9.5 cents, in my opinion. This is just a patience game now. The type 1 turned into a type 2. Sometimes it happens like that, and now it's just like you huge upside potential with high probability. So don't forget it. Another one's like Ravencoin. This one's crazy. You know, it could be better, of course, but like there's a couple levels back from history, candle close, couple tests in 2023, 2024, and they recaptured, reconfirmed. It was a little bit. It kind of reminds me of comp, COMP a little bit. They put in like a accumulation structure, then a big markup, then a sell-off, and then just higher lows getting confirmed above the 200 moving average, above 1.3 cents. I think you're in really good shape for higher. This is like this altcoin season stuff. Like, dang, man, some of these assets are doing things. Algo's up 7.5%. You know, they break 28 cents. You're going to probably run to 35, 37 cents. Yeah, there are a lot of coins up today. You can thank Ethereum for that. Not really any double-digit percentage gainers outside of FWOG on my watch list. But anyway, so we're in Power Hour stocks. So we got 28 minutes till the close. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for being here. Okay, here are your stock market futures. U.S. futures, I have an alert set up if or when we see an all-time high again. We've already seen it today multiple times. I'll hear a beep or I'll get a notification. S&P top left, Dow Jones top right, NASDAQ bottom left, and then Russell 2000 bottom right. Small caps doing really well today.
Can we look at Moodeng? Yes, these names are ridiculous.
Semidot, it's interesting you're saying that. We've looked at Moodeng before. We've made jokes about Moodeng, looked at the chart. We will look at it, man. I know it's the little baby hippo. We know about Moodeng, man. Thank you. Is Moodeng still a baby, or is he getting dangerous now? So let's real quick look at these, a couple of these, at least the S&P 500 futures on the screen, on the big screen, so you can just see it in all its glory. The summertime channel is just, it's artwork, man. Ever since that, it was the gap up. May 12th. There he is. Oh my God! Look out! It was Moodeng. Moodeng got bigger. So since that gap up in May began this channel, that was like, we're about to accelerate, boys. And ever since then, respect on both sides. And look, breaking the heart line today with ferocity and all-time highs, of course, going for bullish engulfing candle, going for the highest daily candle close literally ever. It is beautiful. Okay, I don't know. If you're not excited about this, you are not participating. You're not making any money. You're not excited. If you're not like, wow, this is kind of crazy. Look at the NASDAQ futures nearing the supply line. You gotta love how they took it in 2 days to the bottom of the channel that's been here, and then on a huge engulfing, 2 tests. And now breaking the heart line, and now approaching the supply line, the upper echelon of this trend you've been confined in since that gap up in May. It's glorious, man. I'm so happy. Happy about stonks and people's 401ks and IRAs, brokerage accounts, SCPs. What's up, Stray? What'd you say? If I haven't, something. Yeah, Jesus chimes, for real. Like, why not? Jesus chimes on NASDAQ and Spider. Not Dow Jones, not Russell 2000. Russell 2000 is about to make multi-month highs, but meh. All right, so let's look at the let's look at Meta. Meta, bro. Just you think, oh no, they might fill the gap. You don't really know. There was high volume, but not too much. And then it's like, yep, that's breakaway. So 811 target on Meta. Humble beginnings. Remember this resistance support? They recaptured and reconfirmed it. That's what you're always looking for the optimal trading plans. I mean, that's where you have the easiest way to manage risk with minimal losses. If it fails, strategic, upside's great, and now it's just graduated into craziness. Price discovery, 811, 847, 900, 3 targets, Meta, the best simply the best today. There is no second best today, really. I mean, Microsoft, oh, it's up 1.57%. But wow, look at this. How about that? This channel that they, you know, oh my God, earnings, it was comical. Thought like maybe the mania is over. It was for like a day or two, right? It continued a while for Microsoft, but they just took it down to like the demand line of this channel they've been confined in since the last earnings report, and kind of held up, and now going for your highest daily candle close since August 4th, going for like your third highest daily candle close ever with 22 minutes to go. And I guess 543 would be back on deck, right? You got good upside there. If you're talking about the channel, you hit oversold. If it holds and you start rallying and you run at the top of the channel, it's like, yep, 544, the 1618, and the supply line. There it is, chat. There it is.
Look here. Look,
NASDAQ 100 futures, all-time highs right now. We are witnessing history together. Oh, dude, I'm working, man. I can't watch. Well, sorry, man. For some of us, this is work, okay? Witnessing all-time highs on NASDAQ. And I'm sure in moments' time, we'll be getting an alert on the S&P 500 futures for a fresh all-time high. Wow. So what is it that's running? I mean, Meta, yeah, Microsoft, and then Google's really, really good. Like, you know, this is like, we call it second half of the year big trade, where I'm like, okay, this is where I think catch-up's going to happen. This is a trade setup posted in the 160s, 170, whatever, right here. You know, that confirmation low, liquidity grab, back above 168. It's like, yeah, that's it. So, highest level seen since the all-time high, February 4th date. You got a date with a gap fill at 206.51. You can see the dotted line on screen. And as I've been saying, I'll say it again, I think this is a fractal of Nvidia. So it was like, oh no, it's going to be a head and shoulder. Before you can even say head and shoulders, it's not even an idea now. It's not even a thing. So you are pretty much, think about Fibonacci wise from your highest point to lowest point, you are at an 886, if not a little higher. They broke it. The 886 was confluent with like a $200 resistance. So I think being above that's huge. That's psychological, Fibonacci wise, and overhead resistance wise. You've broken it all.
Stream. Could you take a gander at Tmus? Thanks.
Timus, yeah. Moaboa, thank you, dude. I know that thing continued to descend, and then it hit a big support, and I think it rallied off of it last I had looked, but it's been a while. Sorry, there's a lot of charts out there. So Google, multi-month highs, going for quite possibly your second highest daily candle close literally ever. If it stays strong in the next 20 minutes, we don't know. They could take profit here, because you got to understand, like, if this channel that's so freaking well respected, oh my God, it's unreal. You're like at the overbought threshold of the channel. So this is exactly where there might be some supply if they're going to continue to respect it. I would prefer, okay, for the sake of my own portfolio, I'd prefer they just break the channel now and let's go into price discovery. Like, there's a huge event that will occur on Apple that will or not on Google that will I wouldn't say make or break it, but if it's a antitrust ruling by the courts that will be settled sometime this month, and we're in the middle of the month now, so I'm not sure what day it's going to happen. But if it goes favorable for Google, it's just going to be like a 5-10+% day gap up, breakaway gap or something crazy into price discovery. If it goes unfavorably, it could be a big gap down, and then we're going to run to go test the oversold threshold of the uptrend all the way down to 190s, 190. So that is like highly anticipated big ruling for Google antitrust this month. No clue when they're going to rule on it. So just know that's happening. That's a catalyst that could do things. But rejoice in Google coming to life. Apple also came to life. You know, broke overhead resistance, broke a supply line, going back to the old all-time high. Took a breather yesterday. You would think if all stays the same in terms of just, no bad events or any major rug pull on liquidity, global liquidity, 237 would be your next target, next overhead resistance from July of last year, October last year. You break that, well then you just go one at a time. You go 250, 248 after that. So we were thinking that like maybe it was some sort of get rid of the supply line. You can see like in a accumulation structure kind of. They put in that last higher low with that big candle, and it's like that's really good. That might be it. And then Tim Cook's like, all right, take this day to go to the White House, and it's all she wrote. So things could be majorly turning around on Apple, and it could start. There could be some sort of rotation into this one going forward. Over $3 trillion market cap company, dude, and it remained that way for all. Like the only time it was under 3 trillion was like in April at the lowest points. It's been above 3 trillion since before that and after that, since probably May of last year. So, what's up, Brian S? Yep, we are. What's up, CryptoPunk, Jake Fever, Genghis Khan, Ravi? What's up, Grubman? Pantheon, Crypto Agent, Quan. What's up, Batson? Good to see y'all today. I know it's early stream. We got 16 minutes and change till the daily close, the closing bell on Wall Street. Tesla up a meager 0.63%, but I don't give a living crap about what it's up today or tomorrow. I'm sorry. I am comfortably in my longs that you would have to come get it from me physically because of just what we had witnessed and discussed and looked at, the price action correlation to the $300 level, and then to boot above that was they recaptured the demand line of the symmetrical triangle's bottom, not once but twice, and then you got that beautiful engulfing candle on the 6. And it's like, I don't want to hear, I don't care, I'm just waiting for $400 long. You should be too. I say every day, hey man, this is it. This is going on. We're looking at Tesla every effing day of the stream. This is the one. The weekly trade setup, if you're in the Patreon, Citadel, hello. Never got stomped out. Completely valid and it's up. We're waiting for much higher prices. And we'll go to Nvidia next.
Dollar Kibshi D.
Oh, the daily Kib sheet. Thank you so much, Anonymous. We'll look at it. They recapture the level. We're good. I think they had. And if you're above that level, you're good. That was it. That was probably going to be the same analysis today. We'll look, though. Thank you, dude. Tesla, just, okay. You had your chance. I was live every day talking about it. You were here or you were in the Patreon and you knew about this, and now it's well off and will continue to be well off these lows, optimum entry. You have no one to blame but yourself. No one. Nvidia. Wow, another test of this crazy channel. Good God, just extended out now. Wild, dude. It was not doing well, this morning, but there was just another love tap. Demand at a demand line that goes all the way back to April. It is artwork. The respect just continues to be respected. Earnings, we still got a couple weeks, August 27th. It, to me, almost looks like they're absorbing supply at 183, and when they break it, it's just going to be like a 193 target. I think you're targeting for 193 as long as they keep testing this level successfully as support. So it's just been off for like 4 days, but they didn't tell you, even with it being off, all-time highs on the close on the 7th, all-time high close on the 8th, second highest close ever on the 11th, only to the 8th. Today, going for possibly an all-time high on the close. Depending on what happens in the next 13 minutes, it could very well do that. It's certainly going to be the second highest close ever to the 8th, if it stays here. But it could very well. Let's have an alert set up on it. If it You hear the beep. Some magical's happening for an all-time high close on Nvidia. Like, what the? Glorious. Gotta love this one, man. When will they break this thing? I think it will probably stay at least contained within, maybe until earnings. A couple more weeks. And then your worst performing of the Mag 7 was Amazon, up 0.14%. No big deal, man. Like, they gapped it down on earnings and high volume, but we don't know if it's a breakaway gap yet. We just don't know, because if we have one like news-driven catalyst, Bezos, you know, he bought a silicone factory, you know, because his girlfriend, you know, he's like insourcing all his cosmetic needs for his, you know, plastic girlfriend. Boom, huge green candle, and we're back at 232, you know, in a couple of days. It's just kind of crazy to think the largest e-commerce giant in the entire world had a bearish breakaway gap. While it's trading above the 200 moving average, the 200 moving average is up sloping. You have a well-established long-term uptrend, only higher lows, higher highs. I just don't know if I can say it's a bearish breakaway gap. Anonymous,
Is that a joint?
3-day, 30% good day, sir. What are you talking about? Could you elaborate, Anonymous? Thank you. I'm not sure. 30% yields, or in 3 days you've made 30% on your money, which is also amazing. Thanks, dude. I don't know. I think this is fine long term. Okay, in order for me to like change my tune and start feeling a little bit more trepidation with this asset would be a big markdown in the coming days, like a big red candle and maybe violating the 212 low that was put in on the 4th. That would make me start feeling not good. We would have to start rolling over like very soon. And that hasn't happened yet, so I can't be scared yet. Okay. Just like
DDD, sir.
Oh, yes. Triple D's, man. The TA, man. It's not about, we don't give a crap about 3D printing stocks, but dude, if they're like doing what they were doing on that chart, we don't even act like we know where it's going. We just know that the probability is elevated. It's increased marginally that it would reverse there, but we didn't know. We don't act like we do. Okay. Like I was saying on Meta, like you don't really know it's truly a breakaway gap till probably today. Today's like, oh yeah, if they're starting to accelerate and we're taking out the previous highs from the initial earnings report, we might not be filling that gap for a long time on Meta. Same way with Amazon, but on the opposite side of things. Okay, so those are your Mag 7s. So we did have, let's see, did Ethereum jump anything today in market cap? Nope. Still right there, ranked 22. It was 25, though, at one point. I mean, it has jumped ExxonMobil, MasterCard, and Netflix in the past couple weeks, if not 1 week, 2 weeks. And next on the chopping block would be Eli Lilly. So you'd have to be probably at 4,800, the all-time high, in order to take out your next opponent, which is, again, Eli Lilly. And then after that, the S&P 500, the ETF, SPY. You got a long way to go to catch up with any of these big boys, though. So, and then Bitcoin. Bitcoin would have to, you know, I don't know. If Google's going to be pulling in Nvidia, I don't know how Bitcoin catches up. It would have to start melting up and really start going 125 and beyond to catch up to Google, which Google's been, a lot of animal spirits been showing up. So, yeah, Apple, Microsoft, and then, you know, Microsoft probably in the next week or two. I think it's a psychological thing. They're probably just going to try to push. I think they hit 4 trillion. They hit 4 trillion on that initial earnings gap up. That was crazy.
Imagine not having a minimum of 401k in an index fund, let alone no exposure to BTC or ETH. Massive gains while the poor will eat cat food. Yikes.
What's up, Greg P? It's very, very bad, man. Half the country does not participate in this market, any of these markets. They don't have it. And it's scary because I mean, you're just starting to see, oh, hey, look, in New York, there's this guy who's lived in America for like 7 years, and he's a full-on communist who actually believes in the government seizing like businesses, and people like him. And it's like, that's because the environment's gotten so bad with the have-nots that they're like legit wanting communism. And as I spoke about that, fresh all-time highs in the S&P 500 futures. Let's freaking go. Sorry, poor people. There it is. New all-time high. Just make enough to be in your gated community to buy the best guns and security, private schools, all that. That's all we can do. Because I don't see the K-shape getting any better. Because, I don't know. One side was in power, and, you know, for a very long time, and they have gotten us to this point with entitlements, like insane amounts of entitlements where people are like just breeding, single parent households breeding and raising children and teaching the children to just be dependent on the state, and like that's it. That's all you got to do. And then you do illegal activity to make cash on the side while you collect government benefits, and it's like that's starting to end a lot of that entitlement. So, you know, the whole SNAP thing no longer, you know, and it's also like fueling this terrible obesity, unhealthy epidemic we've got going on. People using government money to buy like diabetes in a freaking can, in a bag. So everyone's really stupid and unhealthy and dependent, and the government loves that because those people would never vote for the opponent, ever. Thank you, Lyndon B. Johnson. Thank you for that, dude. Really effed up this country and destroyed entire demographics, like society. Like, it's awful. But we won't go too deep into that. Anyway, so we had a couple requests. We looked at the first request for 40. Well, that wasn't really a request. No, Omarka wanted Ethereum paired against Bitcoin. Trump coin. Let's go to Trump coin, dude. And you got to look at it, and you're going to be like, oh my God, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh my God. Yes. Yeah, I thought we might have been. Yeah, this is... It sucks we're below 954, but... But, I mean, now you're starting to see a real potential... Oh my God, Nvidia. If it closes where it is the next 5 minutes, it'll be an all-time high on the close. Let's freaking go, dude. Pump it, Nvidia. Yeah, now you got to start looking at Trump coin like they're just trying to do what Flogcoin did, where they're actually gonna, by the book, give us a like that type 2 return. I'll feel more comfortable about Trump coin above 955 or 956, but you got to look at it and admire it and say, my God, by the framework, this is it. This is the level. I mean, maybe a stop loss below 825 now, and let it ride. Yeah, I just know if this plays out, it's going to be Trump tweeting about this coin, saying something about it. Oh yeah, the people who own Trump coin we're going to take them to dinner again. We're going to do a helicopter ride or something. Yeah, this is what things look like. Not always, like, because they can look at this and fail, but this is oftentimes what things look like before they end up doing that. So just pay attention. This was a request from Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. You're right, though, about the type 2 return really starting to be put in here. I'll feel a lot better above 956, though. Pipe in the chat. Very nice. I know Scott Carney would look at this and be like, me gusta. All right, next request was for Rob. He wanted Super Coin, the Super S Coin. We all know and love, right? It's a household name, isn't it? Well, I've been here before, and guess what? I wish I was here before. I mean, that's like a spring back test pretty much in late June off a key inflection zone. And it's more than before. It's probably not the best, but you can clearly see a sell wall pretty much at like 90 cents and just higher lows coming in. The problem with this one is, you know, I try to talk about this often where it's like it looks fine, but in terms of risk management, it's a lot harder because I have to do all this thinking now where it's like, okay, well, we know 45.5 cents is like the big level for the best trading plan construction. We know that. We're very well removed from that. We're at 78 cents. And we're in between two major levels, right? We're in between $1 and 45 cents. Typically, you don't majorly reverse here. So I sort of have to like, what do I do? Do I set a stop loss at 65 cents? Well, what happens if it goes all the way to like 51 cents and pivots there and it's closer to 45 cents, so it's easier, it's a more optimal entry and lower. My God, my throat. Let's go get some water. What are you saying about Ethereum, dude? None of my alerts went off on Ethereum. Let's hold on a second. Oh my, oh yeah, Ethereum's starting to do things. We're gonna have to get off this and go check on Solana, up 9+% now. Ethereum's about to be up 7%. Dogecoin up 6%. XRP up almost 5%. But I like the higher low. Maybe another higher low is getting put in, but they could do this, you know. And you put in another higher low proportion of the previous lows, and it's even better. It's even better entry down there. So you may not get it, but I do think maybe they're trying to bottom things out, like they're doing across the crypto market. Okay, it's not really anything new. It's like, okay, here's your channel. You see, oh, they take the demand line, 58 cents here. It's a better entry. So if you're already in it, you're probably just waiting on a $1 test. If you break $1, then it's going to be a 120 test, a 157 after that, or 219 after that. So it looks like they're trying to bottom it out, but in terms of like structure, literally right now where we're at, it's harder, but I still think it's okay. What happened to my... Yeah, I think my motherboard's going out, dude. It's crazy. Yeah, super's okay. It's not super yet, that's for sure. But I like it above the 200, above the 50. You had a golden cross on super on the 29th of July. Trading above the 50 moving average, too. That's good. Above two major moving averages. Meh. Thank you, Rob. Simi wants Mooding coin. Old Mooding. What is this, Solana coin? Okay. Wait a second. We gotta go, dude. We gotta go right here. And we got to, excuse me. This is the S&P 500, the SPDR, the ETF. Jesus chimes for the highest price and the highest daily candle close in the history of human civilization. Stock market, baby. Stonks. How could you be mad or upset? NASDAQ, more and more Jesus chimes. Wow. Officially seeing the 1272 fib extension, first time ever today, and closed at it above it. From the previous major high to the April low, that was how we targeted with fib extensions. You finally did it, man. Unreal. So we were wondering, how are we going to get up there? How are we going to make it to the 1272? And we were talking about, does Apple start catching some bids? Does Google continue? Tesla, they all started catching bids. Nvidia's, oh my God, Nvidia, it is confirmed, chat. Wow. Highest daily candle close in history on Nvidia. And all-time highs intraday at the peak. What a day! What a Tuesday! I'm excited. I'm happy. I don't know about you, but that's freaking great. Really is. Okay. And then we just got to look at Meta real quick because Meta did the thing, dude. Meta was a big part of how we got to the 1272 on the NASDAQ. There it is. Never before seen close this high or price this high.
Trend reversing. Cypher with type 2 thing is in the gutter. Poor Petco, but things are changing as of late. Higher highs, higher lows locally.
The wax next to the 20, dude. We'll look at it, but I'm sure that I'd probably just been like, you should have just bought TSLL or something, you know? Because it's that simple. Like if you have like a mega cap stock with incredible fundamentals and then its technicals end up becoming incredible with good trend analysis, might as well just lever that, go long on that instead of some scam coin called Wolf Coin or Super Coin or Butthole Coin or Mooding Coin. You're better off probably just buying calls of Tesla. Okay, so nice history we just got to experience together. Super proud, super grateful for each and every one of you for being here. Let us go to the next request, which is mooding. It's mooding. Wow, well, I don't know, I haven't been here in a while. Looks like it recovered. Mooding caught the bids May 8th. Wow, what a pump. Now it's just bottoming out. Yeah, that kind of pump right there, you're probably not going to ever recapture. You're not going to be seeing 4 cents anytime soon, probably such a high volume pump. They're probably trying to put in a higher low now. It would be tremendous if Mooding could come back to this level. Why? Because we could complete some sort of M shape. It would be amazing because you would be able to say, okay, think about this. Like a bat pattern completing. Yeah, a bat pattern completing, and then you get price action correlation to a swing low from November 2024. I would dream of that. That's the only way I think we could play it. Where it is right now, it's very difficult. How do you manage your risk, really? Like, how do you like set up an entry and a strategic stop loss? You know, how does it make sense? It doesn't really right here. I would prefer just to see an M shape complete. You're almost there anyway. Like, just get it. Just go test 13.3 cents. Complete the M shape. That's what I would hope for. If we don't get it, okay, I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm saying, like, this is what we would want if we wanted to construct an optimal trading plan where it's easy to set up an entry, strategic stop loss, and we know our upside is like maximum. But I would want that if I could get it, but I may not get it, and that's fine. So, Mooding coin. There you go, dude. Oh, yeah, dude, part of my motherboard's like effed. Let me fix my webcam real quick. God, I did that earlier before the stream, and I didn't have time to restart. Jeez, hold on. Yeah, things are going. Okay, this beast of a machine, supercomputer. It's been a long time, dude.
There is now
lots of
activated
streams.
white guy.
Oh God.
Is that a joint?
Wow. Well, I guess it's probably bad for the stock. Black swan, you know, individual stocks have black swans sometimes. Yikes. Oh, my music stopped. Yikes. More yikes. Okay. Bitcoin's 4-hour close was meh. We had a bullish engulfing candle before that one, still active. I hope that really catches some follow through in this next 4-hour candle. The last 4-hour candle of the day for crypto has started. All right, Mooding. Maybe we get a test. Maybe we get a setup. If not, hey, dude, it can randomly pump and fine. Go ahead and do it. See, the next request was TMUS. Oh, is this T-Mobile? Can't remember. Oh, it's T-Mobile, not Teleris or whatever. Oh, T-Mobile. Nice. Well, the trend is reversed, man. The trend certainly reversed. You got a bullish 5-0, then a bullish rectangle with a partial decline. That's the last time I've really looked at this thing, and now it's like, yeah, incredible. Wow, like think about like a Moodine coin 886. What'd you get here? It was the same type of crazy momentum M shape. Oh, didn't quite hit an 886, did it? No, but you can see it. And now it's just making higher lows, and now I just made the highest daily candle close since May 6th. So we're probably channeling or something. This is beautiful. This is really, really nice. Look, they broke that overhead resistance. Yeah, that's a huge breakout. Yesterday and caught follow through today, I think.
Did we go over Atom yet?
Or like, no, I don't think so. I don't think we did. We don't typically look at Atom just cause. This is kind of like you're seeing like accumulation signature here. After I really like it after this. See this like correction, and then at the conclusion of the correction, things start turning around where you get 1, 2, and now 3. It's not perfect, but that's like 3 rising valley stuff back above the 200-day moving average. Death cross, but you're trading above the 50 and the 200. I like that. Yeah, it's really good. Above 248, you're just waiting on all-time highs. I'm thinking just, yeah, 276 target here. Broke a supply line, sure, that was there. A deep retrace and an uptrend, that's
Adam,
real
please.
value. Or like, thank you, dude. We will look at Adam for sure. Probably after this one. No, after a couple other ones. Yeah. Good trend. Value in the trend was presented with the pullback, the 85% pullback from the previous low to high. You now have a bullish pattern that has presented itself in a bullish trend after the deep retrace. You have a lot of good stuff on this asset. So the buyers are trying to resume the trend that already was, which was up. It's been uptrending for a long time now. Long time, man. That was the highest low pretty much in the history of T-Mobile, the major higher low. So yeah, you broke out. 276 on deck. If not, then find 271 to 276 zone. Very nice, T-Mobile. Good request. Moa Boa. All right, Kibishi, Kiboshib. Kiboshib, dude. Yep, you're good. You're solid. Right? It was like, if we get above it, you're good. Yeah, they were coming to test. It's like, dude, this thing swings like 15% a day. I don't be worried about it. If you stay above 1689, 1839, you're good. And I think you're being confirmed good. Resistance, 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 resistance. It's flipping to support almost for the pretty much for the first time literally ever. It's never been a real support. Now it is. Violated, bullish hammer, recaptured, and reconfirming. So you're like kind of spring back testing on Kibo Shib. So now this event, the spring, now being confirmed. Bullish engulfing up 20.72%. Upside's massive, I think. Well, at least to 2558. One time you break that, then it's going to be probably a smooth ride to 3800 and then 4770 after that. This one's great. Remember, like falling wedge, dragon, higher. Here, dude, it's just like this. Now you have, okay, a higher low. Bullish back test. Kibo Shib looking good, man, actually. Can you believe it? Unironically. A lot of upside if this is real. Very, very much so. Lots of upside. Good trend. Look, man, you're in an uptrend, right? From this lowest point to highest point, deep retrace. Look, low to high. How deep? 82% sale on Kibo Shib on an uptrend. That's decent. A rally breakout back test. Now a higher low coming in. A low, the lowest low. Now a higher low. Buyers are recapturing momentum of this asset with this newer piece of data, and it's happening at a very important level. So I like this. Let's go Kibo. It's actually really good. Easy to set up stop loss. Your stop loss is probably just going to be below 1600, 1630. I mean, that's up 20% today. That's like where you'd say I cut my losses tight and let this thing fly to probably maybe all-time highs. What is the FA song? It's the song we played with Vitalik a couple days ago. Remember? It was the one where he's rapping at the Ethereum conference. There you go, Anonymous. Thank you, Colorado. Anonymous said Triple D. Up 30% today. I didn't even know. Yeah, this is just like a trade setup that was posted. Like, it wasn't really much the daily as much as it was the weekly. It wasn't even earnings, man. It's just, look, dude, it's the Triple D Comet. Spring back test, 93, 99, 2003, 2009. And then you mean to tell me that you're completing a bullish deep crab, type 1, type 2 return on a slightly lower low with triple bullish divergence? It was just there. It was like, oh, yeah, this is, like, I don't know if it's going to play out, but this certainly has the makings of a major reversal based on everything we know about technical analysis. And you can construct a trading plan down here that is optimal for max upside. And here it is. It's like, oh, wow, I'm big surprised about a 30% day. I mean, it's always surprising, but come on, man. It was all there. It was literally all there. Type 2 return, bullish deep crab, triple divergence, and slightly lower low. Was ACHR taught you nothing about slightly lower low type 2 returns? What can happen? It's just the beginning. Target's like 460. You kidding? Yeah, like $4.60. It's at 228. This should just be the beginning. I guess it was earnings or something. Was it really? Or did they report yesterday? They reported yesterday. It gapped up only like a little bit. It ran today. So it was like, not even like, maybe it was because of earnings, but it was like they bought into the earnings today. It opened at 185. All the gains came from the pump today, not the earnings itself. So phenomenal. Anonymous, thank you for watching the stream or being part of the Citadel Patreon. Thank you, dude. People forget about these things. Like, oh, what? But I remember before this move, it's like, dude, I don't know, Triple D's not doing well, but it's all above 150. Maybe it'll take another 10 years. Maybe, dude. We don't know how long things take, but yeah, let's go to Voax's request, which is Woofcoin. And then it's like Woofcoin, like a dog barking. Or is it just a stock? Petco Health and Wellness Company. Oh yeah. This has got to be it. It is in the basement. You're right. But yes, something's kind of changing on Petco Health and Wellness Company Incorporated. A new base of buying has come in. Yeah, and then I really like it. Here's your lowest low ever, but then they rally it, then they valley it. It's substantially higher than the lowest low, and then higher highs come in than the previous high, and then the same low, slightly higher low, like an M shape with a type 2 return. It's almost like you have like a bat and the type 2 return. And what I really like is seeing these slightly higher lows. This is maybe starting to do things. It's going to start accelerating. I actually think this is pretty interesting here. Oh, it's like a shark. Because a slightly higher high on the C point, which is not the C, it's the B point in shark world, but like right there, the M shape, the type 1 reaction, and then the type 2 return. And what's really cool is like starting to see a low, a higher high, and then a higher low, and then but it's down 4.3% after hours. So I guess above 295, given enough time, you were in really good shape here. 236 is the cutoff. You're cooked after that. But yeah, the closer you are to 236, the easier it is to, set the long and the stop loss and know your upside potential. But it kind of ran off of that. So yeah, I mean, that's where you're at. It's okay. I mean, yeah, in the basement for sure, but interesting how you can see there's more involved with this asset than before, and lately locally, maybe even more than before. Not bad. Sorry, we got we got maybe one more. I think it's Adam, but let me go real quick to we got to go to Ethereum because Ethereum's it's up 8% now. It's at the highs of the day. Oh my God.
Look here. Look, listen. In the chat.
We are pumping. We are continuing to pump because there's no resistance, chat. Do you understand that 43.84 was it until 47 and change? I say 47 because there's the second high in 2021 December that was 47.82. So I'm thinking like the big target's 48.67 all-time highs, but you just got to be like, okay, 47, 90, okay, is also there. So it's like just right below it. But this is it. Like there was like 7% more upside above where we were. There was still 7% more upside. So you're running right now. They might do it before the close today. We got 3 hours 42 minutes till the daily close. We are pumping. Total market cap hitting what is that? 4 trillion? No way. Let's go to total because we haven't even asked Jonathan what he likes. Jonathan, what do you like?
I like turtle.
Here's your total market cap. Here's your beautiful uptrend. 4 freaking trillion, man. Bullish and golden candle. All-time highs was yesterday. So maybe I'll have an alert set if we're making intraday all-time highs. But it looks like we're certainly going for the highest daily candle close literally ever. But it'd be nice to make an intraday all-time highs. I think you would definitely get that if Ethereum's going to keep running double-digit percentage points to the next resistance. 4790, 4800. Bitcoin, $120,000 right now.
Bueller.
Bow to your sensei.
And then, just like that,
We are so back. So back, baby. What a trend, man. The overbought threshold, I guess, of this uptrend's like 4.18. Let's just say 4.2 trillion. That's got to be a psychological meme. A mimetic resistance. 4.2 trillion. Well, let's go back to Ethereum. Up 9.9. Dude, 4,600. We've seen a multi-year high. The highest level today, 4628.75. It looks like we're probably going to be higher than that soon. Because there's just no resistance. You broke it. Solana's up 9.29% as well. XRP only up 5%. What a joke. But it's probably not its day, right? They're like this. Ethereum's having its headline day today. XRP will have a headline day. Like Ethereum will cool off, and it'll be XRP's day, or it'll be Doge's day. Doge up 7%. Frogcoin up 18%. Litecoin up almost 9%. $130 Litecoin. When was the last time we've seen a $130 Litecoin? You had to go all the way back to February 27th. Approaching a major zone. Lots of supply could be here. This could be a big resistance. It's going to be tough to break. But when they do, we don't even care about the daily anymore on Litecoin, do we? We only care about the monthly, and we know the monthly is implying $272 Litecoin. Okay, this is Litecoin, chat. Yeah, this is it, man. Highs of the month right now, too. If it closed right now, we got 19 days. But it would be the highest monthly close ever. Or, I'm sorry, highest monthly candle close since December of 2021 if you closed right here, right now. Promising. So 146, probably short-term target. I'm going to test that. But, dude, to break 146 is like the third valley. It seems probable. This is such a powerful consolidation accumulation structure, and the size of it is it's intergalactic. 1,157 days. You know, that's the last time Ethereum saw positive momentum on its monthly. Ethereum paired against Bitcoin. So yeah, that very rare. And you'll come back and you'll know you'll see Litecoin at $272, and you'll be like, dude, should I buy now? And I'm like, well, you're blocked. You're banned. You're banned from stream because we're in here talking about this over and over and over. Every time we look at Litecoin, we need to look at the daily. It's just the monthly. Of 9+% now.
Smash the likes for the Ethereum base melter.
Thank you, Colorado Dynamite. Yeah, Adam real quick, up 6.5%. Nice bullish and golden candle going on. Yeah, this one's great. Look at this positive price action. You're getting to key levels like that right there. It's like a spring back test. They're confirming the bottom. That's like the closer you are to $4, the easier it is to enter with a strategic stop loss with max upside. Further away you are, that's how it is. We're at 478 now. But imagine eventually 724 target. And it's not about the daily. It is about the monthly on this one. It's the monthly. Okay. Last month was huge because why? That is a Japanese candlestick reversal to some level. That is a kind of a morning star slash. It's like a morning star inverted hammer that all correlated positively to this 2019 swing low. So that to me is like you just confirming a bottom. There's insane bullish divergence. The target IMO is like the $7. Okay. R Lake. You're going for the highest monthly candle close since January, but you know we got 19 days. So, but lots of upside potential on this one, like others. Not crazy. TA, not the coin. What do you mean TA, not the coin? Incredible. I hope this is the end. You know, we do this and you rally, but you crap out. But yeah, I think this one's good from a reward to risk standpoint. I think, yeah, good upside. Oh, man. What a freaking day, man. Okay, Ethereum's off its highs. Just fell back below 4,600. But just saw 4,600 for the first time since 2021, since December 2021. This is an incredible breakout. This is a major day where you just don't know how long it'll take. I mean, because there's no resistance, we could be there by end of day, 3 hours. And all the while, Bitcoin just hanging around $120,000. Meh, no big deal, dude. Who cares? Yeah, that's right. FU has been doing spectacularly. Dominance below previous low. Let's go, dude. Yeah, today's candle is all but confirming goodness for alts. Yes, there it is. My bear pull bear flag. We're at lows of day. Bitcoin dominance down 1.93%, trading at its lowest level right now since February 2nd. So party's over. Send these altcoins way higher. These monthly charts look like they're going higher. Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum having a breakout, BNB, price discovery, XRP soon probably price discovery, just not quite there yet. Solana looking good. Monthly's implying good things on these assets and these altcoins. Monthly's still good on Bitcoin, but there's no there's a big difference between a monthly that is, hey man, we've been making all-time highs. We hit the 100% measured move of the cup with Hendel, man. Like there's a big difference between this for opportunity. Okay, big difference between this and this. Like one brimming with opportunity that it's discernible upside. It's knowable upside for sure. 146 to 272, or okay, one target would be 210, 200. Yeah, this is the basement, and they're coming out of the basement over 1,100 days. With Bitcoin, it is a little different where it's like, well, we hit the measured move and we're really high and we keep making monthly all-time highs, but it's like, is there a structure here that's really like implying the upside and knowing the upside? No, because you're at all-time highs. It's a different world we're in, but that's okay. You know, Bitcoin will continue to ascend most likely, probably 125 psychological level. No, minor alts too. Litecoin's considered more of a minor alt. It's not in the top 10. So, I mean, like that one is crazy. But then you got stuff like ApeCoin. Come on, ApeCoin's got a crazy weekly. I mean, look at ApeCoin. Just for, you know, S and Gs. Like, you know, 1 and 2. It's like you're confirming bottom and like they're recapturing a zone and they're back testing it. Look at the weekly here. It's a scam coin, dude. We know it's a scam coin. But, dude, this is insane, okay? Type 2 return of mega extension butterfly 16181 1 and 2. But more importantly, what's going on more recently, the spring back test of spring once and twice. Anything above 54 cents is optimal. That's amazing. Like such a low risk, high reward opportunity on ApeCoin. So no, it's like not just the majors, it's the miners too. They also have some crazy stuff going on.
I know we don't need it, but
them.
LTC3M is also amazing.
Oh, I mean, we don't need to see it, but we can. I mean, three month, the quarterly. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's amazing. Yeah, it is amazing. Of course. 130. Yeah, 130 Litecoin right now. It doesn't really add to the argument or anything. It's just phenomenal. Thank you, dude, for the 5. Okay, so we have looked at all the requests today. And things are going nuts. Okay, Ethereum is the centerpiece of conversation. Yeah, YFI looks amazing, of course. We talked about the recapturing of that level. They're still above it, so you're not too far gone yet, but that right there, okay, the higher low, more than before, all correlating to key level, okay? To be above 5,200 is 7,493, 11,000, okay? 7,400, 9,300, 11,000. These are 3 big targets. This is the bottom. This is where historically bottoms come in. Why would it be any different this time? It most likely would not be any different. So you are kind of in the space-time continuum right now on this asset. 1 and 2 and 3. Dude, it's like a 3 rising valleys almost. Not quite, because you don't have a higher high on the second peak or anything. But you can just see the rule of 3 probably going to play a role here. 1, 2, and now 3. And number 3 is that spring back test we got going on above 5,400. Okay, so just pay attention. Someone can manage their risk here with good upside on YFI. Yes. Hey, we got 800 plus people tuned in. I mean, like, yeah, we should, because dude, like, what are you doing? Like, all-time highs coming for Ethereum, coming for Bitcoin. Looks like for Bitcoin again. When do I sell my Ethereum dudes? You just hold on to it, man, okay? You'll be all right. Probably going to price discovery. So when to take profit in spot price for Ethereum before it corrects? Probably. I mean, like, dude, if you want to, you can maybe take some profit at 48.67. Or 47.90, but if they break it, you're gonna be really upset that you took profit. Just think about like what's going on, man. I mean, like we've had so many times, like in 2024, there were 3 different tests of this level: February, May, and December. Every time failed. And now we've broken it, confirmed, and now we're running, and it's like, you're talking about 500 days of consolidation. 500. The resolution of a 500-day large consolidation structure, it will be massive. Okay, it's like, for me, if I just look at this more like the 500-day large structure breakouts finally occurring, I'm just going to go from the high point to low point of that structure to Fibonacci. I mean, you're looking at 4,800 is a 1272 fib extension. The 1414 is 5,200. The gold mean ratio is 5,700. So these could all be candidate areas to take a little off, you know, but I'm pretty sure we're going to go into price discovery on Ethereum. You have Ethereum treasury companies. People are taking on fiat debt and they're buying Ethereum now. They're doing what the Bitcoin treasury companies have been doing. That's never happened before. That's a new variable that is probably going to, manifest into way higher. So
Floki ready to break out, brother. Double exclamation mark emoji, rocket emoji, rocket emoji.
What's up, Alpha Cry? Thank you, dude. If you want me to formally look at that, you know, just, you know what to do. If you want me to actually like look and whatever, because you don't watch ads, right? You watch this stream for free. I do everything I can to provide all the alpha to you and education to you for nothing on this stream. So, in honor of that, I think it's fair, right? No affiliate marketing links, no scams, no rug pulls, just TA, unbiased TA. Yeah, I think it's a fair deal. If you don't think it's a fair deal, well, why even tip in 10, you know? Anyway, that's like my opinion on it. A 500-day large structure breaking out like a couple days ago, like literally the tail end of the week, and now we're just running. I don't think we're gonna stop we might pause at 48.67, but I think we're gonna break it. I think we see 5K, and I think like you're gonna get most likely major Fibonacci, like the all-time high from 2021 all the way to the low point of that bear market. These are the Fibonacci's that I'm kind of targeting for. 59, 50, 6,500, and then your golden mean ratio is $7,336. So these are your major targets. So if you were probably taking, these might be some better ones. Okay. Target on Bitcoin was 120, like literally, right? We've had this thing plotted forever. It was 121. We finally got there. We did it. We finally did it, man. So I don't know now, right? What do you want from me now? You know, oh, dude, since October, since the breakout, since October 2024, almost a year ago, 10 months ago, 121 measured move, I guess would be the target if it was going to completely hit it, and it did last month and did it this month. And if we exceed that, you really got to just start thinking about psychological levels, 125, 130, 48, 145. Because you even in log scale or in linear scale, you've already exceeded the major 1618. The same way that I just measured the aggressive targets on Ethereum, I've done on Bitcoin right now. From the highest point 2021 to the correction low, bear market low. Same thing. Those big targets. You're above the 1618. So the 2618 fib extension, the big target probably above 121 Fibonacci wise, $154,000. Let's just say $149,995. That'll be the target. If we're really taking the gloves off and we're saying that, oh yeah, we're going to break this 121, 123, and we're going to go on price discovery more 150, okay? The next fib node. Now we can go into log scale. Definitely go into log scale and look at our Fibonacci's anchoring high to low. And we have not even touched really the, hold on, we might have. Make it perfect. High to low. No, the 127 or the 1414 fib extension in log scale is 128. The 1618 in log scale is 173,000. So it's kind of like all, so, oh wow, 125, 150, 175. Those are very real psychological levels anyway. So that's how I would probably target some Fibonacci confluence with psychological resistance points. Okay. If we're gonna keep going. But we made it, man. We freaking made it last month and this month. So it was like, TA respect. Couple with Handle, man. Sail off into the sunset. But if there is some sort of epilogue, 125, 150, 175. Boom. Dude, Zolik. What's up, dude? Hello, chat. Good to see y'all. I've been live now, an hour and a half. So the stream's been going. Bitcoin is now over $120,000. Excited to see a markup on that thing again. That's where the real hype comes in. I mean, Ethereum's great, but dude, you know where all the party is. It somehow is always Bitcoin. Hey, it's the Bitcoin guy. I guess it's the Bitcoin guy. So it's the Bitcoin show, therefore the hype returns for the Bitcoin pumps. Look at this monthly on Ethereum. It's just, that is such a key breakout. You got 19 days and change, but you are just a few dollars away from possibly putting in the highest monthly candle close in human history. If they really wanted to take this thing higher, all you got to do is get a monthly candle close above $4,634.95. We've not yet seen that price. We were dollars away. We were at 46.28. So just know, like, Bitcoin starts running. This is incredible for altcoins, okay? Because Bitcoin's done nothing really. Like, it had a rally and then it pulled back and oh god, but now what is it doing on the 4 hour? Remember, it's a breakout. We've been looking at this like a bull pull bull flag, like a huge rally to all-time highs and then down sloping consolidation from mid-July all the way to early August. An entire, 3 weeks? 3+ weeks of consolidation, bullish consolidation, and now a breakout, and now up to 120 is a psychological level too. So it's not really a joke. I think being above 120 is insanely good. And then they just manufactured all these little highs around there, 120, 120, 120, 3 different reversals. So I think there's some supply here, and once it's absorbed completely, it's just going to be a huge run to all-time highs. Hopefully it happens tonight. That would be amazing. So okay, Ethereum cooling off a little bit. Solana cooling off just a little at a resistance though. We've done it, man. Hype in the freaking chat. They tested resistance again. The TA respect's been nothing short of magnificent on this one, right? Where they, the inverse head and shoulders supply line broke, back test, and then they broke this kind of level, and then the sellers were rejected 2 times. It was like, oh, trade set up, and then they ran it 1 and 2 targets, thrusted through it, and then right back below, and then a bearish back test to confirm the validity of resistance as resistance again before the markdown to the test of the support. And they violated, immediately recaptured, and then reconfirmed. And now here we are up against resistance. So the TA has been great on this one. They've really been respecting the levels up and down. So good stuff. We already looked at Cardano that went to one support that was needed. I'll show you Bitcoin 4 hour. This is what it looks like on the 4 hour. It's beautiful, man. It's like, wow, that was really, really nice in the end, wasn't it? Were they trying to hold anything? I'm not really sure. Now, it'd be nice to get a clean break from these peaks. You got 1, you're at 2, and then there's a 3rd one. You really want a clean break here. They're trying. It's very, very close. They're attempting to break this like local 120 resistance, okay? Maybe look at it like this. Like, see, we're up against it. To break that would be momentous. That would be like, we got a date with all-time highs. And remember, most importantly about Bitcoin was this. Remember. Ah, yes. The uptrend conceptualized since the April bottom just recently retested the old all-time high. At the same time, the demand line of the uptrend, the oversold threshold of an uptrend with max upside. Think about hitting the overbought threshold of this uptrend. It's like the 140s. You wouldn't believe it. The further you go out, it goes higher. I mean, maybe it's September or 148 if they took it that long, but really good here. More so on the daily. Your daily reversal started with a Trump tweet, April 9th. Good time to buy now or something like that. And it's just, okay. Understand how close we are. We are just 3 hours and 18 minutes removed from potential history on Bitcoin. Your favorite coin that you're obsessed with. Yeah, like we go any higher. in the coming 3 hours and 18 minutes with a close. It will be the highest daily candle close literally ever. So that's something to get excited about. You can't even notice. It's only up 1% today. Yeah, Ethereum stole the show. These altcoins been mooning. Bitcoin dominance dumping. But don't forget, Bitcoin's working on some magic too. Maybe by close. What a channel. Oh yeah, real quick, big shout out to some new patrons, new Citadel members. Tori, thank you so much for joining. RD27, thank you so much for joining. And Suix, thank you so much for all joining, pledging first time the Citadel this month. Really, really grateful for that. And thank you so much to all those that have been continuing to show their support with renewals. Bitcoin 2020, thanks for the 21 months. Checkmate, thank you for the 25 freaking months continued support. So grateful, man. Death's the best, thanks for the 19 months continued support. Amir Lika, thank you for the 10 months continued support. Swan Guy, thanks for the 8 months continued support. And on it goes. Midnight City, 11 months. Andy B, 5 months. Just all of y'all. I'm so grateful for support. Okay, but if it's not y'all, it's no one. So just know that. 100% crowdsourced community, 7.5 years of doing this, never accepted a dime from any entity to promote anything to you. And that ensures my integrity. Integrity, man. It's important. It's very important. It's expensive, too. Very expensive to be full of scruples, having copious scruples. Shout out F. What? I don't get it. F. ETH. One time. Done. Did that work? I don't know. F ETH. Whichever way you want to pronounce it. So with Ethereum doing what it's done today, Solana, Doge, XRP some, Altcoin, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is king too, man. That's going higher. Maybe Bitcoin might take over the show and give us some magic. Yeah, that would be great, Ben, if WOG could close above the 200-day moving average first time literally ever. A biggest bribe, what's the biggest bribe they've attempted to give? 5 figures. A lot of the 2021 stuff was insane. I think 20, 30K. Yeah. Just to put their scammy coin, just to do videos of it and then have their logo next to me and stuff like that. Maybe sport merch. They had media stuff. So, but now it's mainly exchanges, thousands. I didn't even know there were this many exchanges. I get approached daily by people that have exchanges to try to get y'all. They really want you and your liquidity on their exchange, and it's literally no to every single person who emails me. I just ghost. I don't even accept or even talk to them, because it's just if I say no, they're like, dang, dude, he said no. That means maybe I should continue to email him. So it's just ghost. Do they even know it's the real email address? What's up, Star Family? Thank you, dude. Again, man, it's a voluntary thing, right? Most of the trade setups I do live for free if you're watching and we happen to get one. Someone requests something and it's great, it's actionable. I'll try to do it live. There's really not too much of a paywall to any of my alpha or education. There's not too much. It's literally that Patreon, you get the trade setups, all of them hand delivered. You get education, you get access to my charts. That's a big thing. When I'm not live, you're still I'm posting charts to that. But really access to premium Discord chat. But I have a team and they're dependent on me. So it's really important for, my support the people who support me and keeping this thing going. So, but yeah, it's all like voluntary. That's the beauty of it all. It's like I'm not on stream every day, and all I'm doing is just like, hey, go buy my course, go buy my book, go buy my course all day, right? No, it's like literally a few days at the beginning of the month that I'll really just pound it down. And I do that for my team, not so much me. Sometimes I forget, you know, but Bitcoin 120, 134, man, very strong. And this channel is so promising, is it not? Just to think like I mean, 123 target, if they can crack this 120, it's so easy. XE, unfortunately, no. We're beholden to their thing, the way they are. So pound it down, man. That's right, Chivliver. We're pounding it down. I don't even know what I meant by that. I don't even know if I've ever said that in my life. Pound it down. Sounds kind of weird. Yeah, man. What kind of history we've already seen today? Okay, we had the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ all-time highs. That happened. And now you've got Ethereum going for one of its highest daily candle closes ever. And now we have Bitcoin that is poised to make an all-time high on the candle close on the daily. This is very special. It's August 12th. Do you know where your portfolio is? It should be really high or near all-time highs. My God. What's up, wine drinker? Yeah, some people will consider me a safety blanket. I've been called that before. Any way to do crypto, XE? Unfortunately, there's just not. Yeah, I don't think so. Unfortunately. Which is bad, you know. It's very bad. Okay, 122, 122,000. I'm sorry, $120,200. God, I hate having to say it. Because it's like, what does he mean, 122,000? That's pending. That's impending. That's on deck, man. Very, very strong. Wall Street closed. We got about 10 minutes till futures closes temporarily for an hour, and then, you know, I wonder what's going to happen in that 60-minute period. Let's look at Bitcoin futures. You don't want it to go too crazy at 5 to 6 because you don't want to gap up. My God, dude, they didn't even fill the gap. Oh my God, you thought like it's over. We're gonna fill the gap. It's almost certain, right? And they're not letting it. Look at this thing. Bitcoin futures, unfilled gap at pretty much $117,000. But the channel is so beautiful. Demand line hit, upside maximum. Oh my God. Wow. We've got less than 10 minutes to go. This is delayed, unfortunately. But if we all stays the same or equal on futures, we would be having an all-time high close again in 10 minutes. We'll have history, okay? This is phenomenal. It's like what a historical day. There are not many days we get like this. Just remember that. Remember, we are in the space-time continuum for ecstasy.
Been a follower for years. Love what you do. Can we look at S-Coin Tezos?
Hey, it's Keith. What's up, dude? Well, thank you so much, man, for following for years. Hopefully you've gotten value out of watching. You know, hopefully I don't want you to watch and like waste your time. Like I have nightmares about that. So hopefully, yeah, you're good. But Tezos, I mean, things so illiquid, but it's doing things. They're recovering. Oh my God, it's gonna do it. I mean, they bottomed it out a couple times, and yeah, well, I'll tell you this. Look at this, dude. Above 83 to 86 cents. It's very important. They are trying to hold it, recapture it. They broke it yesterday. Dude, above this level is massive upside. I mean, like, if you were above 86 cents given enough time and it's real and it's not a fake out bullcrap, your target is 145. Yep. History shows you what happens when they recapture and there's positive price action correlation. 145. Break it 145 or higher. That's it. If they can hold this, then you'd be targeting for 145. That's it. Yep. Not really like a strong setup or anything, but risk management wise, it could be easier. Like you could almost try to set a stop loss up below today's open or close or lows, right? I mean, like in yesterday's lows, like it's a false bearish breakdown maybe unfolding. Maybe 80 cents. You just cut your losses, but your upside's maximum here. This is major development on Tezos with the recapturing of 86 cents. Not a joke, okay? Thank you, Keith. Still, big one still at $120,248. Let's freaking go. 3 hours and 7 minutes till possible history on Bitcoin.
Hey Mitch, can you check Spectre with? There are 2 charts. Check the one with USD price. Thanks.
Sure, we're going to Spectre. Yeah.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Spectre. Let me guess, dude. Dude, it's so good. Is it the first or second? Because I can't really see. See that? It's like it doesn't show. Wait, maybe it will. Oh, it does show. Nice. Okay. That's a nice chart, actually. Wow. This is a very nice chart. It's getting ready to run like crazy. There's so much more than before. Too much more than before. Oh my God. Like you're approaching the zone, the breakout zone. Okay, the last of levels before insanity. But yeah, you really gotta like this. Because a base of buying at $1.02 for so long, even more recently in April, but no longer. There's so much demand on the asset, on Spectre Trapped Ether, that they are confirming that there is too much demand. They're confirming that sellers are unable or unwilling to test 102 again when they've tested it so many times since April last year. So you're like confirming possibly more than before. And now you're up against major resistance, and to break that would be of serious consequence, I think. You know, maybe you say 45, but probably 611 if you're going to break out for real. So you finally have, you know, evidence of accumulation on Spectre AI. It's AI. Oh God, if it's AI related, yeah, dude, probably gonna go to $6 and then probably gonna go to all-time highs. Here you go, dude. Ethereum back above 4,600. Is that true? Yep. Starting to do things. Bitcoin high of this 4-hour candle right now, 123. 120,300. For those who are not watching, they can only hear. They're mowing the grass or something. I bet there's probably one person watching that is mowing their yard right now. Someone let me know. We got 775 people here. Who's mowing their yard? Ethereum hype day. Let's get back. Okay, this is great. I mean, this is there could be big consequences. Okay, it's 19% up today, but like it's on big breakout watch. Okay, decent stuff. If you're in this, you're probably gonna get paid more. All right, Ethereum high of day or near high of day, 46.26 right here.
He that spared not his own son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? Romans 8:32. God crushed his only son to liberate us from the curse that all humans inherited.
Thank you, Lena, for the biblical $20 contribution. That's right. That's right, man. Thank you, dude. Amen. Day is full. But now it looks like Jesus has released Ethereum from its own 4384 tomb. My God.
Ray, LCX coin?
Yeah, we'll look at LCX. Sure, why not? Okay, we got 4 minutes till futures closes for 60 minutes. I think we got 3 minutes until an all-time high daily candle close on Bitcoin CME futures. So we might be getting history in moments time. Miss the yard guy. He's up there, man. He's still up there. That's right. Bob's painting. walls. Well, at least you're inside, man. I was, asking about people mowing their grass because, dude, it is the hottest time of the year, man. Watering weeds. Don't water the weeds, dude, unless there's poison inside the, the water. You definitely listen to the stream while mowing. Multiple of y'all have. Well, that's where the lurkers come from. I feel like sometimes half the stream is mowing the yard. Bitcoin doing things. Kind of, yeah. We got 3 hours of party time, hopefully. It was a really good close, the all-time highs. And it's crazy. Nvidia came back to make all-time highs. Nvidia had seen its lowest price in 2 days, 3 days, and did it. All-time high closes on Nvidia and Meta, with Google making multi-month highs, nearing, getting real close to all-time highs. Yeah, join the Discord or be destroyed. Blair, you're working on assembly line. FOMO Co. Let's go, dude. I mean, you're working for the FOMOers. You're assembling the liquidity for the FOMO. We appreciate that, dude. I guess that's probably that plant is right next to the CME or the CBOE. Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Ethereum, yeah, dude, we're up 9.4%, 4,623 right there. We're approaching multi-year highs. Again, fresh multi-year highs. Yeah, Link doing things. Probably ERC20 tokens. This thing pay attention to. Link's up 12+%. It broke out. It already broke out on August 9th. I pinged the entire Discord when it was happening. Remember? Like, literally everyone, major breakout on Link happening as soon as it happened. It was beginning. And now we're at 2366. And we're talking about huge up days because there's just nothing here till 2687. So just on the way. Just on the way. Started with an M shape with a type 1 reaction, and there was no return. Yeah, it's glorious, man. We got serious history going on. Flogcoin, chat, Flogcoin alert going off. You kidding me? Flogcoin's up 22% right now, back above the 200 moving average at highs of day. Flogcoin, just wait. Just wait till 9.5 to 10.9, 11 cents. And then you will say, thank you, Ray. Let's go, Flog. Pump this S. Ford Motor Company. Well, Ford was making a comeback or something, right? Yeah, look, they're really trying, man. Dude, this is serious on Ford. Like, if this is real, like they springed it, they're trying to back test the spring. If Ford can stay above 1125, given enough time, you have an easy 1367 target, that gap fill from July of 2024. So pay attention. This is quite possibly a major event occurring on Ford. Okay, if you hold above, again, 1091 to 1120 long enough, that's where the bids very well start coming in. It's easy to manage risk here. Okay, it just is. And your 200-day simple moving average is finally starting to upslope for the first time since March of 2022. You see this 200 moving average down sloping? I guess it was upsloping briefly. Yeah, anyway, this is a big deal, all right? The upside on Ford, if it holds here, if it holds, big if, you got like 21% to 28% upside on Ford. Okay, just, he was talking about Ford Motor Company. This is Ford chart. Let's go. Oh, we got to look at BABA real quick because it's like it might be BABA time to be long on BABA. Yep, this is huge. Okay, it was up 3% today, no big deal. But the fact that 120 is everything on this chart. You know for a fact we're in an uptrend. There is no arguing. This is an uptrend. You were correcting higher lows only coming in, but now something magical has happened today. They have recaptured this old all-time high from November 2014. Your target's $164 from here. Your 122, target 164. That is target 4 of this long trade setup posted back in August of last year. Down here, 3 Hours and Ballets, bullish Carly. So this is it, man. Major upside potential on BABA if you are so willing. Stop loss could even be like a 116 or 115.75, and that'd be pretty decent strategy. And just let this thing ride, man. BABA's. It might be time again for the BABA. Okay. They broke the supply line. They even back tested the supply line at the same time locally. So just a public service announcement about this one. Okay, so Bitcoin, we do have a close on Bitcoin futures, or on all futures, okay, for an hour. And I'm pretty sure Bitcoin futures made an all-time high. But again, I don't know because it's a 10-minute delay. See, it would be. Like if it 7 minutes they say till it closes, but it's already closed. But I'm just going to do a preemptive Jesus chimes, I think. So we've never seen traders settle up on Bitcoin futures at 120.655. The highest close we ever got was July 14th at 120.295. So all-time highs. I think we got it even if it went a little lower. That's clear, concise history. History, man. How about that? S&P 500 futures, NASDAQ 100 futures, Bitcoin futures on the same day, putting in their highest closes ever.
Hype in the chat!
August 12th, a day of history. Thank you for being here with me. No, the settlement's done, I think. I mean, it's just delayed, man. XRP, kind of disappointing today. Wonder if we catch any more bids. You're just going for big old bullish engulfing candle anyway. I'm not worried about it. This is a long-term hold. But Ethereum off its highs. It was at 46.20. We got 46.38, so it's definitely off, but it's still up over 9%, which is phenomenal. And Solana's up against big resistance, near its highs of the day, near its highest high since July 28th, highest high August. And to break this, yeah, I mean, looking for 215, 216. Top of the channel's up there too, 220s. Yep. Good day for alts, man. LCX coin. Oh, yeah, that was a request. My LCX, dudes. I guess Coinbase. It wasn't specified. Yeah, got some data here. Yep. Oh, yeah, yep. This is great, man. Look at this like the weekly type 2 return. Or if not, you look at it like this. You look at it like it's already, yeah, dude, it's like this, man. Oh, we anchor. Yep, good enough. Yep. It's like, dude. Yeah. Oh my God, it's like a trade setup. Yeah, this is pretty much like a trade setup. Let me see here. Why is that there and not here? Should really be like there. That swing low. Yeah, so this is something where we could construct a trading plan. That already happened. 886. Look, 886, 886. Where are we? 886. And now you're starting to show favorable price action down there.
Ali, it's great to spend these times with you boarding a plane back to California after spending a rainy week in Miami.
Yeah, it's been rainy, kind of gloomy on some days, for sure. But 'tis the season, and you're in it, man. And now it's hurricane season. We got our first tropical storm in the Atlantic of the season, Hurricane Aaron, or it will be a hurricane soon, but chances are, due to the models, it's not going to hit the U.S. It's going to be close. I'm hoping that it gets close enough to Miami, to the East Coast, before it starts meandering, so I can like time lapse it, like with my new camera. I have like a really cool camera for time lapses. And yeah, so this is interesting. I'm wondering if we could like think about it here. Try to clean it up a little bit for the publication. So I'm just looking at the swing low from December 2021 resistance. Support. Yeah, support there. I like that. So anything above
CFB's Project Cubic doing big things.
college football, Cubic. Shane Patrick, you want to give me a, could you tell me more about this in the chat? Thank you. I would say it's pretty easy. I would think, like, if you made me, you forced me here, it's down 4.4% today, which is good. Thank God. Maybe like that. And then, you know, your target could be, first one could be here. It's like, I don't know, I see 2 swing highs right there. I mean, really, it'd be like 18.3 cents. I don't even think you care at this point. I think you just go for this. That's target 1, then target 2. It's really illiquid, man. There's a lot of scam wicks and stuff on this. But I'm just trying to think about the low, the lower low. There was crazy bullish divergence on the RSI. Well, yeah, I mean, it's like Class B bullish divergence, like the same low on closes. And then, my God, that's great there. And if fine, you say no, then find hidden bullish divergence. Whatever way, it's danged if you do, danged if you don't on these oscillators. So you have a higher low, confirmation low, and you're now trading positively or around or at the zone, and it could be played. So what are you saying, Shane Patrick? Anyone else know what's going on with that? Because CFB to me is college football. Sorry. That's all I know, man. I guess target 3 could be 32. Target 3 could be
32.33, repeating, of course.
Like that, I guess. Something like that. If you really wanted to play ball. There you go. It's just a harmonic trade. This could be, even if like it's only a type 1 reaction, the reaction would probably take you up there. And then it comes back for another test or something. And then it goes to target 2 and 3. This may be a way to play it, okay? Scam coin, but educational, right? A lot of these trade setups and these scam coins are just for education, man. Like to instill the right values in you, the viewer, the analyst, the trader on your trading journey. Everyone's on it. So like technical indicators, harmonic patterns, I would think. I'm not sure if I would say a chart pattern, because is it a double bottom? Maybe. Okay, does that make sense? Anyone get it? Okay, hype in the chat. Illiquid S coins at low risk entry areas, and somehow blessed with it being down 5% today. That's amazing. So, all right, we've been live now over 2 hours. If you're enjoying it, hit the like button, that bell, sub. Thanks for being here. Cubic's a company that just did a 51% attack on crypto with Monero. Oh wow, that's crazy. Another set end. Well, we've been live a long time, so yeah, I don't even. Oh, IOTA co-founder. Wow, does that mean Monero is dumped or something? Live till all-time highs? Shoot, dude. You never know how long that'll take. And it's like live on our all-time highs on what? Because at this rate, Ethereum will be at all-time highs long before Bitcoin will, due to performance. I had a lot of S coins up today, man. Just a good day overall. Oh my God, dude, American Airlines up 12%. What a candle. My dude, oh my God, dude, look at this. This is serious. This is it. American Airlines, 1 and 2 and 3. It's not perfect or anything, right? It's not proportionate, but it is like 1 and it is 2, and now it's 3. And It's all about where it is. It's like 1141 is a major level. Like they have recaptured this very real support resistance. And you go to the weekly on American Airlines, it might be even the monthly, I can't remember. Dude, it is this. It really is. American Airlines, Shark, Type 2 return. This is probably the lowest risk area you could ever dream of for on an asset. Yeah, to recapture 12 bucks is massive. So it was up today. Delta Airlines up 9.2%. Way stronger. Way stronger. There's so much accumulation on this. And yeah, you're gonna have to go test 60 bucks. You break 60 bucks, I think it's gonna be lights out. We're gonna be running like crazy. So this is a little bit of
thanks, Mitch.
EA vibes.
Does the Citadel offer short setups too?
Yeah, when it's warranted. It hadn't been warranted in a long time. We hadn't all year. There hasn't been a true short setup, and the market conditions been too powerful. But yeah, if there have been a couple, I know. But like, yeah, like last year there were some, but dude, it is really not many last year either. Dude, it has been a bull market, really. And yeah, yep. And if it's not, there's not a short setup, it's like, hey man, probably not a good idea to own this, right? Remember the S&P and the NASDAQ in February? We every stream looked at it. This is not the place to be taking longs. This is like, the buyers have failed over and over and over to break the 1618s, 1414s of these extension patterns. This is not it. And then the bear flag happened after. It's like, I'm keeping you apprised with technicals, whether there's a setup or not. So if it's not to make you money, it's to preserve your capital in drawdowns. So FWA going ballistic. My alert has not gone off again yet, so it probably not. I mean, it's only up 22.85%. Meh. We just looked at it when it was up about this much. It's at the highs of the day. It's good. Ethereum's still off its highs. Solana nearing 10%. Bitcoin's still just right around 120,000. Poised for an all-time high on close. QBTS. How about that, man? So strong, dude. Look at this, dude. Oh, QBTS, quantum computing. Another world, dude. That is so strong. Oh my god, this thing's about to go nuts. QBTS, it's like, guess what? Bullish rectangle with partial decline. Seen this story before. We looked at an asset earlier that had this at one of its beginning stages of runs. If you remember, I think even Rolls-Royce had one like this too. I can't remember if it had the partial decline. Yeah, look at this. Very similar to a Rolls-Royce, rectangle, and then partial decline right here. What did we look at earlier that had a rectangle with a partial decline? I think it was a request. Oh, is it T-Mobile? Maybe? Yeah, T-Mobile, look. Bullish rectangle with partial decline. That is exactly where QBTS is right now. Tail end of development of consolidation structure that is very bullish. So do not be surprised if QBTS continues its ascension, quantum computing bubble, okay? 1618 is 21 bucks. You break that, then it's price discovery $33, 2618. Crazy. Anyway, it's more of a crypto stream, even though we did look at the index funds. We looked at the all-time highs on Meta, on Nvidia. Look at this, man. This daily is, you get it, right? You understand. If we closed where we are right now or any higher, it would be an all-time high candle close and a bullish engulfing candle and a bullish three bar play. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And you now, if you wanted to long this, let's say in 2 hours, 43 minutes, it closed right now as it was now, or higher, a little higher. Your stop loss, you set it at 117.9, and you let it run. And that's it. That's literally simple bullish 3-bar. It would be like this. This is how they play it, okay? You enter wherever, and your stop loss is here. Take profit, it's going to be tougher because it's going to be price discovery. That's not even good enough. You'd have to go in, you'd have to be at like 130, 125, 130 or higher. How high? And so to be equitable, 3 to 1. Yeah, you're targeting for like less, like 125.8, 120. Let's just say 126 if you wanted. That'd be your target one for making this an equitable trade. If you were going to play it by the book, okay, that's the 3-bar play trade. Altcoin 15%. Oh my god, dude. Okay, well, I've been live too long now. It was an all-time high at the close. Yeah, let's just look at it now. I think it's finally showing it. Oh no, dude, you're saying it glitched? Okay, we did not make an all-time high on CME futures. It was the second highest daily candle close ever. Second to the July 14th. What a joke. All right, it's over, dude. Going to zero. Zero. Just gotta love how they filled that gap down there first before, and at the same time hitting the demand line before rallying. I love that. Okay. Well, it's been fun. I really appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Thank y'all for being here. Just keep your eye on the prize. Understand we are in historic times. Today was unprecedented. It was beautiful. I hope you made a lot of money. Your portfolio is greener than these candles you see on the screen. Greener than Pepe's hue. Pepe the Frog's hue. And hopefully you got some value out of this analysis. So I'll just be back. Until next time. Respect the T. A.
CFB's Project Cupid doing big things. Bird feeder tip $25. Thanks.
Hey, Bird feeder, thanks so much for the 25, man. I've been the chat.